and I have to actually try to figure out what gifts to get for what. Because this is the mistake I made last year. I'd given her these Christmas gifts. Keep in mind that like 5 weeks later, it's her birthday, and then 2 weeks after that, it's Valentine's Day, basically 10 days. And I'd had some gifts in like a stocking, and she had everything I'd gotten her. She was content. She's happy.
Right.
The gifts are over. I was the best boyfriend ever. And then, oh, there's something else. iPod Touch. Well, she didn't care about it. She loves it, but like she was happy with what she had.
I see. So
I could have held that out. That could have just pushed. That could have been the birthday gift.
And by the way, if you don't get as much stuff or as good a gifts this year, then you can't really make a decline. Is that what you're saying?
I can't, but this is because we've talked about doing something different this year. See, every month since I moved in, we've been saving. This is another situation that's keeping me around or locking me in more. We've been saving for this vacation. We've been putting $100 away each month, and I'm actually enjoying it. I've never saved money ever.
Where does it go?
Well, she has it, so she doesn't. No, it's not an interest-bearing account. It's her safe. But
wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry. You're giving her $100 and she's sticking it in like a jar.
She's got it somewhere.
Why wouldn't you just open up a savings account? That would. I mean, it's only 1%, but good Lord, I mean, you're just putting it in a cookie jar. Whatever. Just finish your story.
Look, haven't you been watching Wall Street to Occupy Wall Street? I'm not giving my money.
Okay.
Actually, she's got a credit union, so they're okay from what I understand. But no, we've been putting this money away, so we talked about rather than spend money on Christmas, we'll just put $200 each on top of our regular December into. We basically want to take a cruise.
Okay.
Into a vacation fund. But now I'm thinking, what happens if we break up? Do I get that money? I mean,
like if there's any way for her to like keep a hold of you, that's a good way. Because
right.
I mean, obviously a cruise. Now, by the way, you can take a cruise in colder months as long as you go to someplace tropical.
We can, but we've kind of, the way we're budgeting it, we're kind of looking at like March or April. So I figure September is my birthday. I don't want to break up then. It's my birthday. That's when I get things. And then next thing you know, it's October. That's when we met. We got that sort of thing. Then it's Halloween. That's a good couple holiday. She's going to dress sexy. The next thing you know, it's Thanksgiving. I'm at her house. She's at mine. Family stuff. They're asking questions. Oh, when do you get married? All that stuff. Then it's Christmas. There's gifts. Oh, Happy New Year. Yay, we're in love. It's champagne. Next thing you know, it's her birthday. Happy birthday. Then it's Valentine's Day. And now we got this cruise in March. And then pretty soon it's September again, and I'm stuck forever.
Now, how much have you saved so far?
We have saved $800.
Oh, that's a lot of money. I mean,
we put $100 a month in if we
and
give
you've
it
done it for 4 months, obviously.
Yeah, very good. Robbie couldn't have got that. He's not good at that.
No, I'm better with numbers.
Right.
So now, have you already paid for November?
Yeah, I did it today, as a matter of fact.
So December, January, February, March, April. That's 5. There's gonna be $1,800 in there.
Well, there's going to be more because we're going to give $100 for December, then $200 instead of Christmas gifts. We're going to give something little. So really, December is going to be a $300 each month.
So here's the thing: what you're saying about the gifts and all that Valentine's Day, it's fraudulent. I'm gonna tell you why. You haven't bought a gift for Christmas and you haven't done anything.
Of course not.
Well, then if you break up, you still save the money. It's not like, what are you worried about, getting stuff? No, you just buy your own stuff. You don't, unless the disparity between what she gives and what you give is like 3 to 1, then it doesn't, you're good to go. I'm going to give you some advice. Here's what you do. Go to the dollar store, go to Five Below, and just buy crap, but wrap everything. Little soaps, hearts, bears holding hearts, little, whatever, pens, whatever you can get, and just get, hundreds of different things.
Because we put like a $50 limit for Christmas this year.
Oh, I thought you guys.
Well, it's a limit that I know that if I only spend 50, she's going to look at me like, really? I was kidding. Because we're going to give 200 towards the cruise.
No, I got that. What I'm saying is you can still get points, but be a cheapskate. Meaning if you make something, you write a little note out, free, house cleaning or what, you know what I mean? That's anything that costs no money. No, you never have to clean the house. You just give the piece of paper.
Joe, you're offending me. You think I don't know this? I'm the expert at this. No, I know. I trust me. If you with a girl, if you write some note that sounds cool and it's heartfelt, that trumps a lot of things. You do something creative. You do something that lets her know that you remembered something she said once or some line in a movie that you didn't think that she remembered. You put that in a card, you're golden. Why do you think I'm with you? How do you think I get her?
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing.
What I think, yeah. You need to ask her for gas money. I don't even know why I told you that.
Right. You're giving me this is great advice, but you're telling me. Just tell Robbie this. He's been married 4 times.
I should have told you.
4.
I should have told you this 20 years ago.
Whatever. I'm projecting 5 years ahead. But my question is, let's say that we do, if it ends. I mean, the money, if we haven't spent it on the cruise yet, I mean, how do I get that back? Am I just gonna
Well, I mean, you can get it back. If you tomorrow say, listen, I'm sorry, this isn't working out. I'm going over to Joe's house and I'm going to live in his basement. And you say, I need that $400. What's she going to say?
I mean, I think she'll throw it at me, but I think I'd get it.
Okay, so that's the thing, meaning you could just ask her for it because it is yours. If you don't go on the cruise, I just started a new job. I've been home for the last 2 months, so I've been watching a lot of judge shows.
Right.
And I know that the contract is the cruise. So meaning you guys are entering into a contract, and then if you don't go on the cruise, you just split the money up. If she keeps it, you go right to Judge Judy, and she owes you $400. It's not hard to figure out. Now,
we've talked about going on Judge Judy because she loves that show, and that's one of my. I would love to go on there against her and beat her.
You know what? I thought about this. There is a way. I can't really be super specific, but my family was involved in a small claim suit that involved someone on this show, and it's not me. And after this person in my family filed a small claim, they were contacted by Judge Joe Brown. This is not a lie. But the terms by which they had to go on Judge Joe Brown, they couldn't agree to, and so they didn't go on. But if you and I sued each other, just some outrageous, I mean, it could be anything, but make it so outrageous that it's catches the eye of one of these judge shows, then we get a free trip to LA, and by the way it works is there's a pool, and the winnings or the losses or the awards are taken out of this pool. So as an example, let's say the pool is $5,000.
Right.
And you win the case and you win $1,000, then we split the remaining $4,000. So you would get $3,000 and I would get $2,000. That's how it works.
Oh, wait a minute. You're telling me just by going on one of these shows, you get X amount of money.
Yeah, Robbie, is that correct, what I'm saying?
That's the way the People's Court works. I don't know about the other judge shows.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Well, we have somebody that has firsthand knowledge of how Judge Joe Brown works. Maybe we could talk to that person. Sorry to be so cryptic.
No, I've always wondered that because you feel like these people, these deadbeats, and you owe $3,000. They're never going to pay it. But you're telling me that's
well, I did not say the nature of the case, but my father was the one, and Robbie was also involved. I can't give the details because, I guess they don't want it out there. But they were asked to be on Judge Joe Brown, and they ended up not doing it. But those were the terms, wasn't it, Robbie?
Are you asking me if they have a pool of money like that on Judge Joe Brown?
Yeah, I thought that was the.
I don't know the answer to that. The other person might be in a better position to answer the question.
The other, I just said it was Dad.
With a microscope, he listens.
Yeah, sorry, I wish I could be more specific, but it's not my story to tell. By the way, my father wasn't suing my brother. It was something else, but again, I have to apologize for bringing it up. I know a little bit about how those shows work, but yeah, I mean, if you can think of something. Now, but here's the problem. I won't perjure myself. So what this means is
I will, though.
Yeah, well, that's fine. So basically, if what happens is we invent this outrageous case, right? You're suing me for, who knows? I mean, my pet iguana, I caught you with it in the shower at Penn State, whatever. And then I sue you, and then they see this, and they say, wow, this is amazing. They fly us out there. If under the contract, we are under the same obligations that exist in a regular court, then I won't lie. You follow what I'm saying?
I understand. Right.
But if it's just a TV show, I'll just make it up as I go along.
I think we should concoct something. I think that's a really good idea, and we'll have to do something with the Rob and Joe show so we can plug that throughout the episode.
Right, I'll wear a T-shirt that says Rob and Joe show.
Right.
By the way, you can get away with that in some, but you can't show up to Judge Judy pulling that. She'll scream at you.
She'll crush us. It's funny because Eric the actor says on Judge Judy's Wikipedia it explains payments. So this whole time I wondered how that works, and all I had to do was just go onto her Wikipedia page, and it's all right there.
Well, did Eric the actor type it out? Because that's not helpful. Reading that it's on there. Why doesn't he tell us? I mean,
I'm sure that he would.
We rely on Eric the actor, and he's kind of being vague here.
Cut and paste, Eric
He's-
the actor.
And Colt 45 malt liquor on the chat is claiming to be my friend and trying to explain my relationship. And I just want to say that he is not painting an accurate picture. I am not like one of my girlfriend's pets. But thank you for that. Anyways, Colt 45 malt liquor, I'm sure, is a white guy.
It's Tim.
I'm pretty sure it's Tim.
Yes.
So we're committed then. I mean, now, by the way, if you sue me
Mhm.
for whatever reason, some made up thing.
Well, when I move into your house, there'll be some issue.
Oh, yeah. Well, is that illegal? Meaning if we file like a false, like I don't want to get arrested, but if it's a small claim and we sue each other, meaning I can sue you for anything. I can say, hey, you said you'd give me $100, and I sue you, and we go to court, and you say I never said that, and they say, oh, sorry, there's no contractual agreement, and it's your word against his, so we have to dismiss it. We don't get arrested.
Not for small claims. And what you would do is if it comes to where you don't get called by one of these judge shows, one of you merely files a court in satisfaction, meaning the case was solved out of court, and then you never have to go to court.
All right. How much does it cost to?
It costs like $25 to file.
Well, I'm not coming up with that. I mean,
I got $12.50 towards it.
All right.
We don't have to make up a case. I mean, I could literally go to
No,
your
I don't
house
want to be
and
really sued.
No, I could break something, and
Prefer
on
that you
purpose.
not.
No, but like, and you can say I have to pay for it, and I can claim that I don't, or something. We can have a real situation arise where some money would have to exchange hands.
So you could come over. I have to find something that I don't care about, but that's of value, and then you break it, and then I sue you for it. That's okay. We'll do that.
Or I could just live there and just rent free, and there's just some discrepancy on whether I have to pay or if I didn't pay for groceries.
You realize that if you have to move in here in order for us to have this lawsuit, that's a pretty big step.
Yeah, just for a bit on our radio show, 75 listeners had to move in to Joe Robinson's house and live in the unfinished basement. Yeah, maybe we'll come up with a better idea than that.
All right, well, that's a good idea. Now, we're getting near the end of the show. Do you want to cover Conrad?